From his landmark days with the Imperials, throughout his solo career, and the seasons with the Gaither Vocal Band, Russ has always delivered an unmistakable passion for singing about God's love.
About 3 years ago, the GMA Double Words gave me a Lifetime Achievement Award, and then last year they put me in the Gospel Music Hall of Fame. I bowed my head and I began to weep. And Tori asked me on the way home, she said, why were you crying? It was such a night of celebration. And I said, Tori, if it hadn't been for Jesus, I wouldn't be standing up there. I'd probably be dead the way I was going. And I said, Tori, if anybody should get that award, it should be you and Jesus, because I know me. And the greatest thing I've learned is how much he loves me. Be kind to one another, love one another, care for one another. I'm so proud to be a gospel singer and to sing about the one who makes all things new.
Russ's voice sounds like nobody else. There's nothing pristine about Russ. He is raw and gritty. He's always been a force to be reckoned with.
The first time I ever heard Russ sing, I thought, I don't have a chance. That's what I thought. Because I thought, man, I've never heard anybody sing like that.
Praise the Lord. Russ is gifted because he would sing a song and the lyrics would come alive. And the song would come alive.
Now, when Russ came with the Imperials, this star soloist, this kid from Arkansas that just stole the show, I can remember when that happened.
The hands all time go round and round, they don't slow down.
I've been a fan of Russ's for as long as I can remember. Probably one of my first albums I ever bought was Russ Taff, Russ Taff. I just never heard a voice like that. I was obsessed with him. Yeah, so I got to meet him, and it was, yeah, well, he's one of the few people that I kind of freaked out, like kind of fanned out a little too much with, and he was very kind to not call the security on me or anything. When I Can Only Imagine was big several years ago, we sang at one of his gatherings or something, like in Indiana. So I got on stage, started singing Imagine. He was front row sitting next to Bill Gaither, and I looked down, and that's the first time I realized, oh my gosh, Russ Taff's here. Never met him, never seen him in person. I forgot most of the second verse to Imagine because I totally made eye contact, and I completely just lost where I was. And so I got through the song and I tracked him down as soon as I could, and I was like, oh my gosh, dude, I've waited so long. So man, I cornered him, and he had to hear every dumb story that I ever had about him and his music and how important it was to me. And he was so kind to sit there and take it.
I fall so easily, but you're there to catch me. Say the words that heal me. I'm safe when I'm with you.
Probably about the end of that is when I told him, I was like, man, you don't understand. I was like, I literally, the reason I sing is because of the albums of yours that I bought. And I just remember Russ just being and kind of tearing up, like literally crying. And I was like, well, okay. And I didn't see that coming. And it was later that he kind of told me how the enemy's kind of beating him up and, you know, just kind of like didn't have much worth or value.
Shame is a prison. They call it covert incest. I was locked up in shame's prison for over 40 years, and by the time I was 11 years old, it started. Behind its bars, I was safe, isolated, and hiding from pain.
So the hiding and the drinking were simultaneous.
You want to know what alcoholism is? If you had grown up in the house I did, you'd know what alcoholism was. Disconnected from my family and everyone I ever loved.
I remember sitting there thinking, and I was saying out loud, I'm married to an alcoholic. Russ is an alcoholic. What I said is, you're gonna ruin this. You're gonna ruin this.
Abused as a child, shame told me that it was my fault. I don't remember walking out on stage. I don't remember how they got me off.
He was in free fall. If this happened, then I think we lost him. I think we lost him.
I just wanted to get away and drink till I passed out, and drink till I passed out, and drink till I passed out. And that's the way my dad used to do. Singing for Jesus and living a secret life as an alcoholic. Shame whispered, there is no hope. Sometimes I just let go of the steering wheel when I was driving and just see how long it would take me to veer off.
I realized that I could love him and leave him.
I went through a period of being angry at him. Just like all I ever wanted to do was sing for you. That was it. And I wasn't doing it. I was traumatizing her the way my dad traumatized me. I hated me. I was everything I was not supposed to be. But prison doors were made to be open. Captives can be set free. But there's trust there now. I worked hard to get that trust back.
I respect you because I watched you fight for me.
I learned the gospel was greater than I could have possibly imagined. I am a child of the King. I am broken. I'm an alcoholic. I'm Russ Taff. And I still believe.